Hey everybody, this is Owen from the Retro Show, and this is Zelda Hardcore. Now, if you remember last time, I got caught, and they threw me out, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, this episode, I think we can move on to Zora's domain, which is the next area we need to go to, which, if my calculations are correct with timing-wise and everything else, I've done a lot of gathering items and all that, so I think I'm set for the next dungeon. So we'll do Zora's domain this episode, and the next episode we'll go on to the next dungeon inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Anyway, we're off to Zora's domain, so I will be right back. And if anybody's wondering what I'm doing when I say be right back, it usually just means I'm traveling across Hyrule Field. So right now, I'm just crossing Hyrule Field, and we're almost there. So I will be right back. Actually, I lied. I won't be right back. I'm right here. Alright, and look who it is. It's our good old friend, Kepora Gebora, who follows us throughout this entire game and just won't leave us alone. At least this time he didn't ask me if I got all that. Alright, so we got bombs. We can blow up these rocks. And now we can go on. So, there are these things called magic beans in this game. This guy is a salesman. If you've seen these little patches of soil around the place, they're magic beans. And you need to buy them. There's a certain number in the game. There's a set number, and you need to buy them all if you want 100% the game. I'm just going to get a couple right now. He increases the price every time because he says, like, the first time he says they're not selling very well, so 10 rupees. Oh, now they're not very popular, so how about 20 rupees? Well, they're getting popular, so 30 rupees, and so on and so forth. So I'm just getting 2 for now. They're mainly used to get pieces of heart, I think, so I'm just going to hold on to 2 in case I actually need them at some point. I don't really remember. Anyway, I'm trying to remember not to get pieces of heart, but it's so hard because it's such a habit to get all the pieces of heart, so I apologize in advance if I end up getting more than the number of hearts I'm supposed to get. Hopefully that won't happen. If it does, I guess I failed the hardcore. Grab another gold Skulltula really quick. Alright, so there's this waterfall right here, but it's not everything it claims to be, because it's actually a doorway to Zora domain.
Whoa, nice graphic!
Zora's domain. Alright, let's go. So the Zoras have to be my favorite species in all of Zelda. They're just so cool. They're like people, but they can swim, and they're just so proud looking, you know? They're just really cool, and in Majora's Mask, I love being able to play as them. Even though in the new version, they kind of nerfed his swim, so you have to like use magic a lot more, and whatever. Alright, so basically, this is the King Zora. We're trying to figure out what to do. We want the spiritual stone, but he's so worried about his daughter being missing, so we need to figure out about his daughter. But while we're here, we might as well play a minigame. You dive for rupees, and if you pick them all up, you get to keep the rupees and a prize. I think you pay 20 rupees to play, and it's like 25 rupees thrown in. So, oops, no, come on. There we go. It's pretty easy. The prize is well worth it, I will say that. There we go. Alright. I wish it would just warp us back up to the top. But it doesn't. You have to go all the way back. Oh well. Alright, we got the silver scale. It lets you dive for longer. So, I didn't really bring attention to it, but when you're diving, if you look at the blue button at the top of the screen, when you dive, there's a number. And that represents seconds you can stay underwater before it returns you to the surface. And it was only 3 before, but now it's up to 6. And you kind of actually need that scale, I guess. I didn't realize you actually needed it, but Alright, we're in Lake Hylia now. This is kind of the main source of water in all of Hyrule. And Zora's domain is directly linked to it. But if you look here, what's that underwater? I missed it. Okay. Take two. What's that under the water? It's a bottle. But there's something inside. Alright. Cool. Now we're up to 2 bottles, which is nice. But there's also something inside it, so let's go take a look at it. It's a message in a bottle, actually. It's a letter. Help me. I'm waiting for you inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. Ruto. P.S. Don't tell my father. Awesome. So now we should probably tell her father. Alright, so coming up here is possibly one of the most frustrating cutscenes ever. Basically, he says, oh my gosh, she's inside Lord Jabu Jabu. That's not possible, but whatever. You can go check him out anyway. And then it's behind him, so he has to move out of the way, but he just cannot move his enormous body faster than, I don't know, molasses going uphill in the middle of Antarctica in winter. I don't know if I'm gonna time how long it takes, or if I'm gonna speed it up. I'll probably speed it up just because otherwise it would take forever. Why did they ever think that was a good idea? Why did they ever think that was a good idea? Oh well. Oh, I forgot. I need a fish. So, I'm gonna get a fish. Maybe I'll get a fish. Oh, actually, I think there's a... Oh, I don't have any Deku sticks. I think there's a treasure chest if you light all the torches that are in here as well. I'll do that too before I go. There's a Deku stick. There's a Deku nut. I could use Deku nuts. I can't believe I'm saying I could use Deku nuts. I never used to use Deku nuts. What can I have in here? There's a fish. 200 rupees for a fish? Jeez. 3 rupees for a potion. Can't use arrows yet. I'll buy some Deku nuts. I'll catch my own fish, thank you very much. There we go, got a fish. Let's see if I can get more Deku sticks. You know, I know the first couple of episodes were a lot of dialogue and a lot of not getting stuff done, but I feel like these last few episodes have really picked up in the action. I mean, we played some games, we did a dungeon. We're going to do another dungeon in the next episode. So, I don't know. I hope you're enjoying the series, and I hope you're continuing to watch. It's, you know, it's my first series. It's my first, I mean, anything on YouTube, really. So, I know it's a work in progress, but I hope you stick with it. I hope you enjoy it. And let me know what I can improve on. I'm serious about that. If you leave me a comment, I will read it, and you know, it can only help me grow as both a content creator and a person. So, I implore you. I must not have been fast enough, I guess. That's probably a piece of heart. I can't pick up pieces of heart any more than I already have by accident. Yeah, so I lit all the torches, and the big chest appeared, and I looked it up. It is, in fact, a piece of heart, so I just wasted all that time. Ah, well, you know, live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn. I bet none of you got that reference. Sonic. It's a Sonic reference. Sonic Adventure 2. So, maybe. If some of you got that, kudos. Kudos. Because it was a really bad reference, so. This has been a really short episode, so actually before I do that, there's going to be, I think there's another great fairy over here that I can see. So I'm going to do that really quick before we go. This is Zora's Fountain, by the way. The Lord Jabu Jabu lives here. And just as a fun fact, I always thought that map in the bottom right corner kind of looks like a person, you know, in profile. Really kind of messed up person. Yeah, I thought you could blow up this wall. Great Fairy number 3. Oh, wow, we're hitting a lot of Great Fairies really early on. Ooh, another magic spell. This must be Furore's Wind? Because I believe Neru's Love is in the desert. Oh yeah, Furore's Wind. I don't know how often I use it. There are a few sections in the game where I'm afraid I'm going to fall, so I will use it. Basically what it does is it creates a warp point at the last door you enter. So like you go through a door into a new room, you create a warp point. It'll take you through that door again if you return to that warp point. It's kind of nice if you're like really high up on a cliff and you don't want to fall and lose all your ground. That's about the only reason you'd ever use it. Alright, here is Lord Jabu Jabu. And he swallowed the princess when she was feeding him, so here's a fish. Let's feed Lord Jabu Jabu. Oh jeez. Oh god, I'm having flashbacks to Little Shop of Horrors.
Feed me, Carbon! Feed me now!
Oh god. Alright, we are officially inside Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. And this is the 3rd dungeon, and so I think we'll call it quits for today. So thanks again for watching. This has been Owen from the Retro Show, signing off inside the belly of the beast. Ah, jeez. I told you last time, it's not PG.